Uh, I got some others in the tab, but let me see what else is on this this topic here.
Here's a technique to attract younger women without being a sugar daddy. So now when you do this, it feels totally innocent and it's very playful and fun and enjoyable for
Hold on. I'm really gonna watch ads. Hold on.
women. The way it works is that it fills her mind with a lot of little fantasies and it delivers all these romantic feelings that she's getting and craving from romance novels and chick flicks. But you're the one who's delivering these feelings, so she starts to get really powerful emotions for you. You've probably experienced this. If there's any woman you really like, I'm sure that, you've had times when your thoughts just fill up with her and the thoughts start to loop and you start to get a little obsessive. And there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm trying. Is this? Is this positive or negative? Hold on.
That's how the brain works.
Because now it sounds like he likes the girl now. So that's
like someone. So
not
this is a
deceptive.
technique that you can use with a woman who you really like or a woman who you don't even know yet. A lot of men have seen this technique and it's helped them open the door to relationships with women who they thought were out of their league, women who ghosted them, women who friend zoned them, new women they're meeting. Guys who are 5'2", guys who don't go to the gym, guys who don't have a lot of money, this technique changes everything for them. And what's cool is that it totally eliminates a lot of the BS and the games, so you're not spending weeks or months chasing a woman. It starts to work pretty much the first time.
What are they?
So
what are they selling here?
I've linked a master class that explains this whole thing, how it works, how to use it. So, tap the link, watch it now. You don't need to enter your email address or anything like that. The reason I'm doing this is because I know there are a lot of great men out there who struggle with women. And this technique is one of the best things to overcome that. So even if you've only got a few minutes right now, I know it's going to help you. So please go ahead, click on the button below. I promise this is going to be way more valuable than whatever you are about to watch right now, because as you're going to see, this technique taps into a very deep primal part of the brain that makes us want to chase other people and get obsessive about them. And so
what are they? I mean, I'm here now. Let's see how much it is. How much is the master class to pull girls? Talk to me. 3 steps to transform a cold girl into your loving, loyal girlfriend.
Today, we're going to talk about how to make a woman obsess over you and pursue you. A technique to do this. The way it works is that it fills her mind with what I call micro fantasies. So these are going to be little movie clips in her head, things that she wants to experience with you. So it could be small things like cuddling on the couch, and bigger fantasies like going on vacation together, and definitely more adult stuff, kissing you, being in bed with you. And when you do this,
definitely more adult stuff like kissing you. Oh my gosh, I'm hooked.
This is how I teach.
I'm hooked.
It's not just an abstract thought in her mind.
I'm hooked.
She will actually have sensations in her body. So
okay.
It creates this physical feeling of craving and obsession. Like she has to have you. And it makes her chase you to get those feelings in real life.
How much is
I
it?
figured this out.
I gotta buy it.
Really weird. It all started with a religious prostitute. And that is an awkward story, but we'll get to that in a minute, because I owe a big part of my marriage to what I learned from that woman. And man, my wife is awesome. We have a great life together. And before
how do I purchase? I can't even.
With other women too. So none of it would have happened.
How much is the master class to lie to women and be deceptive and make them want to kiss me? Let's see, how much is this? Click here to watch the video. 3-step technique. 112. Okay, not that many people are watching this. Okay.
Hey man, it's Christian Hudson here.
Too much clicking around. Let's get to it. First of all, that's crazy advertisement right there, but.
Special dirty dining that has outraged many in South Florida after we exposed a restaurant that had 110 violations. The owner told us by phone since he was ordered shut, things have been fixed and are great. The local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinseer has learned that is very far from the truth.
No cameras. No cameras what? First of all, don't touch. First of all, don't touch the camera. 110 violations. It's the worst inspection we've seen in a long time. That was back in January. Kevin, who owns China Buffet at 113th and Bird Road, didn't want to talk to us about his 110 violation.
I know y'all saw it, and I missed what city. Number one, I know y'all saw what I saw. Number 2, I missed the city. Is this Atlanta still, or where we at?
Tonight, a special dirty grinding that has outraged many in South Florida after we
South
exposed a
Florida, South
restaurant
Florida.
that had 110 violations. The owner told us by phone since he was ordered shut, things have been fixed and are great. The local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinseer has learned.
First inspection we've seen in a long time. That was back in January. Kevin, who owns
China buffet once again. You got 2 China buffet. No. You got China buffet, Tokyo Grill. I don't want to stereotype, but that's 3 strikes you're out. So that's officially a stereotype now.
China buffet at 113th and Bird Road didn't want to talk to us about his 110 violations. But today we were back again.
No,
I need to talk to Kevin.
Okay, no here. Okay.
Can you call him?
Okay, no here. Sorry.
I want to talk to you. Why? Don't
touch my camera.
Why do you keep?
Don't touch.
He's not here.
Why is the place not getting better? Kevin.
Yo, why is the place not getting better? Why is the place not getting better?
State records show since being ordered shut back in January, inspectors have been here 9 times. China Buffet was ordered shut again February 4th. 74 violations were found then. On February 22nd, another 86 violations were found, many repeat violations. Why is the place not getting any better? In fact, if you add up all of the violations from all those inspections, there are 518. From insects in the kitchen, an objectionable odor in the establishment, equipment coated with grease and food debris, food out of...
Which is crazy is we can't even sit here and lie. This was in 2016. We can't even sit here and lie and say that we weren't going to these China buffets. I used to go here all the time. Excuse me, not obviously this specific one, but I used to love a good buffet. China buffets. I don't know if y'all know about Ryan's, Golden Corral. Those were like my go-to 3. And yeah, I don't think I've been to a buffet years, man. I couldn't even, probably since 2016, 2017, after that Tokyo spot I showed you I shut down. I'll do like unlimited or like endless like sushi or like endless food where they're bringing it out from the bag, but like the regular buffets, and this is why.
Of temperature.
No coming.
When we
No. Hey, what I tell you about that? No.
went into the kitchen back in January, we found fish sitting on the filthy floor. No one could tell us what was in this sink in the dishwashing area, but it stunk. There was also a foul odor coming from this bathroom in the kitchen that was full of standing water that smelled like sewage. Why
That's
is
disgusting.
this place allowed to stay open and serve you food? In the past, the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation has told Local 10 News they work with restaurant owners to get them into compliance, that it's really not their job to shut places down permanently. But in this case, we sent an email to the Department of Business and Professional Regulation asking that very question. We haven't heard back yet.
Of course
you
not.
now know the track record here and what continues to go on behind the kitchen door. Jeff Weinseer,
That's
Local 10
disgusting.
News.
Jeff, thanks. And remember, Local 10 has made it easy for you to see any restaurant inspection statewide right
That's
on your
disgusting. I got nothing to
smartphone.
say to that. Yeah, I don't know what these China folks is talking about or doing out here. There ain't nothing. Let's put some equality in there. Let's see what brother man talking
I
about.
made over $10 million on Amazon. If I lost it all and had to rebuild in today's AI age, here's exactly what I would do. First, I would use AI to
He's not excited. Where's the guy who's lying to the women out here to get kisses and cuddles? Where's that guy at?
In tonight's Dirty Dining, a South Florida restaurant owner comes out of the kitchen with machete in hand when he sees our cameras.
Oh boy, that restaurant owner did not want to talk about one of the worst inspections we've seen in a while. Local 10's Jeff Weinseer has what you need to know.
He is the owner of Praya's Roti Shop in Coral Springs, and he comes out of his kitchen with a machete in hand. Admittedly, I was looking at his face, didn't even notice that machete when I began asking about his recent inspection. Did I talk to you about your inspection last week? It's kind of one of the worst inspections we've seen in a long time.
It's not what it looked like, but
It's not what it looks like. Let me hear. What happens?
Dead rodent? Rodent eating the potatoes? Rodent droppings all over the place?
you guys can leave.
He doesn't want to talk about...
It's not what it looks like. Okay, but we saw the dead rodents. Froze. Boy, froze. So is what it looks like. Okay.
About 35 violations. He was
Jeez.
open for business, serving you food, when an inspector found a dead rodent under a food prep table in the back of his kitchen. Rodent gnaw marks were discovered on potatoes. 75 to 100 rodent droppings were found on the floor. 20 rodent droppings were found in a container of rice. The inspector writes, rodent droppings, quote, too many to count throughout the kitchen.
You're open for business, you're serving the public, and you've got a rodent-infested kitchen.
Sorry? You guys can leave.
Want us to leave? Okay. You don't have anything to say to customers?
Praya's Roti Shop is located at 8007 West Sample Road in Coral Springs. The owner shows us the door.
I'm sorry? You have nothing to say?
I'm not to say. Nothing. You can believe whatever you want.
Well, it's right here.
You can believe we got it on paper. We had the health inspector paper. But you can believe what you want. You can believe what you want.
All right, whatever.
That's
We moved to
disgusting.
Coral Gables, where 45 violations were recently found at the country club of Coral Gables.
I'm a supervisor here.
Okay, so there was a huge roach issue.
Actually, there was, and they were trying to get that fixed for some time now. And unfortunately, this is what happened.
Dead roaches were found all over the kitchen floor and on top of.
I respect the honesty. Obviously, it's no excuse. Get it fixed. But, yo, my man, L, we got an issue.
A food prep table by the
got an
fryer.
issue.
Live roaches were found throughout the kitchen as well. A stop sale was ordered after live roaches were found on top of food containers with cheese and salmon. We were told the exterminator had just been in this kitchen.
We clean.
Damn.
We clean. It's just unfortunately this it just got infested, and it grew and grew.
Fixed. It's fixed.
All of the places
All right.
mentioned were allowed to
All right.
reopen following ordered cleanups and re-inspections, but you now know what was going on behind the kitchen door. Jeff Weinseer, Local 10 News.
If you want to learn how to edit,
Hey, man, he
email
was
from professional
honest.
Hollywood editors,
I'm not mad at somebody who's. God damn. I'm not mad at somebody who was honest, man. My man got hit with the violations, the 50 violations for the roaches on the cheese and the salami and the fillets and the blah blah blah. Yo, we had roaches at some point, man. It was dirty, it wasn't clean, but we got it fixed. I respect the honesty. These other guys just like, nah. Oh, this was the Denny's crew one. It's mainly Atlanta and Florida. It's mainly Atlanta and
New
Florida.
tonight, a CBS 46 exclusive. Our news crew attacked at a popular diner in Metro Atlanta.
Our Adam Murphy showing up at this restaurant to ask about a failing health score, but instead of simply being turned away, things get violent.
The fact that Denny's is considered a popular establishment, a popular restaurant, that says it right there.
I've been questioning local restaurant managers about critical health violations for more than a decade. But this week, I encountered something I've never experienced before. A violent confrontation with employees at a local diner. And it was all caught on camera.
You can get out my face.
Can we ask you, ma'am, about this? Expired deli meat stored in the cooler for customers? Were you serving expired deli meat? Ma'am, don't touch the camera.
Don't put the camera in my face.
Hey, we need to ask
You don't
about
need to be in
these
my face.
violations.
Call police.
It's not
Don't put the let me see how far he was.
expired deli
Nah, that's some 6 feet right there, man. He's social distancing. Nah, that's not. The camera's not in your face, shawty. You going to jail?
meat stored in the cooler for customers? Were you
Going to jail.
serving expired deli meat? Ma'am, don't touch the camera.
Don't put the camera in my face.
Hey,
Camera wasn't in your face.
we need to ask
You don't need
about
to be in
these
my face.
violations.
Call police.
It's not uncommon to get the cold shoulder when questioning a restaurant about a failing inspection. Denny's on Panola Road in Lithonia scored
She really hit that Karen right there. That's funny.
52 points in a U for unsatisfactory. The health inspector busted them for expired deli meat, flying insects, and raw eggs on bacon and cheese. But these violations pale in comparison to this violation of civility.
You don't have to put the camera on nobody. Y'all can get out of here with that. Y'all can go ahead.
So we're not going to discuss it.
They're not supposed to be in the building.
So whoa.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. You guys need to get out.
Hey.
Bye.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on now. Guys.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye.
So this is how you
guys have no right.
So this is how you respond to violations.
This is how you respond to violations. Get out.
Not the treatment, even a news.
Like I said, I haven't been to Denny's. I went to Denny's one time, maybe 2016. Like it was like right after graduate, because I never been before. When I say Denny's service, oh, I'm lying. I went to Denny's in Vegas last year, actually 2 years ago. First time I went to Vegas. First time I went to Denny's, waiter came. I was like, let me just get some water. She spilled the water on the table. Like, looked me in my eye. I looked her in the eye. I'm like, okay, cool. She's gonna clean it up, and just walked away. Water all over the table. I was just like, okay, so this is how Denny's get down. Okay, never come here again. But I did go last year in Vegas. After we went to that club that's in like the Cosmo. It was like 5, 6 in the morning. It's the only spot open. Vegas is a little bit different though.
Crew would expect from a place that calls it.
This ain't going on in Vegas. Vegas, you're not spilling your water and just walking away. You know what I'm saying?
Itself America's Diner, and here's one of their employees.
My son right here, if you film me with that camera, I'ma knock your ass out, and I promise you that. My son right here, son, don't do that, cause I knock your.
My son right here, son. Hey, don't do that. My son right here, son.
Hey, that's assault right there.
My son right here, you.
Is that how you talk? Is that how you talk in front of your son? If only there.
Is that how you talk in front of your son? Hold on. I wanna zoom in on this.
My son right here. If you film me with that.
She comes out. You see the platter. You can kind of see it right here. She has her food, safe and sound.
Camera, I'ma knock your ass out, and I.
Holds the food, protecting the food. Let me protect the food first. I respect it.
My son right here, son.
Kind of bent a little bit. Kind of bent.
Don't do that.
Look at the lid. Bam. Tuck it in. I still got the lid though. The lid is still on it.
That's assault right there.
Lid fell off. Food is exposed. I mean, you already have a failing inspection grade. Go and toss the food. Food is exposed.
My son right here, you.
Is that how you talk? Is that how you talk in front of your son?
Food back in, chin in the grits, chin in the hash browns. Her chin is all in the food at this point. It's.
If only their kitchen was as hot as the employees, perhaps none of this would have happened.
What's your business here?
You want to talk to us?
Do you have rights to record us?
Yes, we do.
What's your business here?
Why? What are your rights?
You have a failing health inspection.
Okay,
you want to talk about the failing health inspection?
The failing health inspection is a...
Hey, that's assault. That's a charge. You don't care? We're not touching you.
I'm confused why he's recording him and smacks him. Keep watching.
Moments
Please,
later,
sir.
DeKalb County police showed up at Denny's, but not for their Grand Slam breakfast. Officers confirmed we were well within our rights to question the restaurant, and we were not the ones in the wrong. I received a statement from Denny's corporate office regarding the incident. They said, quote, "We are disappointed by the inappropriate and unacceptable behavior by employees." They also said, quote, "We have spoken to the franchisee at this location, and he has taken immediate action to ensure the restaurant meets our high brand standards and has taken appropriate action with employees." If you'd like to read the full statement, you can see it online. Go to the CBS 46 app. Adam Murphy.
Man, them boys ain't fired. I don't want to hear that. Managed brands have a job that pays you minimum wage. Yeah, Denny's is sheesh. That's California. They were in, were they in Florida or Georgia? Let's look at both. Excuse me. I think they were in Georgia though. Florida about $11. $25 a year. Damn. 14. Y'all defending the spot and making $14 an hour. Had a mother like that. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yep. $13 an hour. You know what I said? 14. Yeah. I would be pressing charges and all them. I would press charges, but then I'll drop it. As soon as they hire a lawyer, as soon as they get fired. Man, I'm just joking. I ain't gonna press charges. They can go. They can go free. I think it's a good segue. I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but as we've seen, it's been between like Atlanta and Florida for these restaurant violations, man. I don't know what they got going on. And it's not funny, but this whole Keith Lee situation, Keith Lee being essentially ran out of Atlanta